What's going on, guys? Thrills on the block back again. We're in the Block's garage, and it's time for our end of the year review. At the beginning of the year, we talked about the Pole Hunter Camaro. That was the 1977 Chevy Camaro. This is now got a 70 to 73 front end on it, as well as a 70 to 73 rear end. Still maintain the 77 back glass, the larger glass. Got some aftermarket seats here. The Block's still finishing up the rest of the interior. So your gauges, we have the chrome tack up on the dash and a vertigate shifter in the floor. Also a set of triple gauges down there in the center. He's redone all the interior. You can see new door panels. He redid the lowers. It's turned out very, very nice. New step plates. And you guys that watch the channel, watch me paint this car. If you didn't catch that video, I'll put a link at the top of the screen. This is a true candy over silver. And you can probably see in the camera the transition in color is pretty wild. This car always looks a different color in person. It's pretty crazy to see. So underneath the hood, we've got a set of double 450 Hollies with a tunnel ram. Sitting on top of a mildly cammed 350. All chrome front accessories, chrome valve covers, some aluminum tunnel ram. That is the Edelbrock TR2, I believe. Lots of chrome you can see there. And the aluminum radiator. They custom fan shroud, 2 electric fans. Couple fuel regulators. Pressure gauge there. Step down, another gauge there, or another regulator there. Comes around the back of the engine. Feeds over to last pressure gauge. Make sure those carbs are fine-tuned. Power distribution up there. Coil on the firewall. And a set of Cooper Cobra radial GTs on some old school, I believe these are center lines. The front is sporting a 235 6015. And the back, you can see we got a little bit more width here. These are a 275 6015. And you can see the fitment is flush with the outer edge of the fender. So yeah, a few small things left to do on tidying this up. Working on the custom shift boot for this vertigate down here. So that'll be a shift boot that we're working on making right now just to finish that up. And I think there are a couple of small things the Block's going to do. But essentially, he's been driving this thing around, taking it to a few shows and enjoying it. It does have the posi track rear end. Let's see if you can see that tag or not. There's the tag hanging right there. And you can see the color matched slapper bars or traction bars. So I did those the same color as the car. Nice little touch there. So that's the scoop on the 77 Camaro, aka the Pole Hunter. Some people ask where the Pole Hunter name came from, and the Block and I would joke about, oh man, you see that car out there hunting a pole, because you see so many of these cars that, for whatever reason, foam poles, power poles, light poles. Pop a video in here. Yeah, they just seem to find a pole. So that's where the name came from. That is the Pole Hunter Camaro. And moving over to our left, we have a 67 Chevelle Malibu. This is Project Motivation. This car has actually been around for quite some time. It's been slow getting it to this point. I'm trying to think of how long I've actually had this car. I think it's been 6 years. I've been meaning to do a full build on this car. I've got some old pictures and old videos about when I first got the car, what it looked like and what's been done, all that kind of stuff. So I'll try to put a montage together on that. But you guys did see me paint this car. This is the Seasick Blue. It's a custom color that I just came up with after 2 failed attempts of a single stage paint that I just decided not to try a third time. Just went base clear, and this was the result. So this 67 Malibu, 2-door, hard top. We still got to finish the interior. It's an automatic. It's got a 400 AC car. And currently it is non-power steering and non-power brakes. We will be upgrading the brakes. In fact, there's one of the brake caliper assemblies and spindles there. There's another one in the shop somewhere. Take a look under the hood. There is the engine bay. That's the High Horse 327, which is rated at 325 horsepower from the factory. I had another one of these engines in a 64 C10 pickup truck. Very, very happy little V8. So plenty of torque and power for this. It's just going to be a cruiser. So we're going to leave it just like it is. Rework the AC because this was a factory AC car. And we'll eventually get the AC stuff back on here. Probably with vintage air. May use the old system. I'm not sure yet. But ultimately just a cruiser that you can hop in and go enjoy, whether it's hot, cold, whatever. We'll be adding power brakes. As you can see, they're manual brakes right now. You can also see down here, this is a manual steering box. So we'll be adding a power steering box with power steering. I do have the box already. We just have to get that done. Added on. Aluminum radiator. Did add that when we were in the build process. And it's got a built shroud and fans to make sure we keep the small block cool. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's see. Other touches. Run a custom LED headlight. I like these. I think the Pole Hunter Camaro has something similar, actually. Let me take a quick peek. So this is the Daymaker. You can see you got 2 here, large and a small. So a little bit different design, but these do work. They light up very nicely. And my reason for that is the old style incandescents like you see in the C3 Corvette are good, but they're not great. These are just much better lighting at night. And I know it doesn't look quite as classic and all that, but to me, I'd rather be able to see at night than worry about how my headlights look. Again, that's just me. Don't always have them out at nighttime, but when you do, it's nice to be able to see where you're going, especially when you get into the fall, into the winter time when the days are much shorter. Let's see, the badges on here do say a 396 turbojet car, which is an SS. This is not an SS. There is a big block lurking around the shop that might end up in here, which is one reason why this car is not done. But the future will determine that one. So anyway, you can see the paint underneath the hood there. Paint turned out really, really nice on this car. Really nice. Definitely love this color, and hopefully have this one on the road in 2023 to at least get some rollers and enjoy this thing. This year we did go ahead and take care of putting some new rubber on here. It's got a set of Continentals now. Now we went 245/45 in the front and a 275/45 in the rear, I believe. So a little bit taller in the rear than the front. A little bit, a little bit taller tire, a little bit wider tire. This car is lowered a couple inches, but it looks good with the 20-inch wheels. Well, that's going to wrap it up. That's the year-end catch-up on these 2 projects. This is the 67 Malibu Project Motivation, and this is the Pole Hunter Camaro. My name's Erwin. This is 3 Wheels on a Block. We're giving back what time has taken away. We'll see you soon.